Hello ladies and gentlemen, this is Jamie, aka Rick here, bringing you... My phone's gone off already, that's a good start. Second episode of the Mists of Pandaria talent trees. This is going to be the Druid one. So, I don't know if you can see, but like my hair is pretty shit at the moment. I've been playing COD for about 20 hours. Not straight, I've had a couple of naps. But yeah, I'm pretty tired. I'm leveling up quite nicely though. But anyway, it's enough of COD. There'll be more videos of that coming, but this is going to be about the Druid talent trees. So, at level 15, feline swiftness, displace... Is that... I can't read, it's really small, this laptop is horrendous. There we go, that's too big. That's what she said. Right, feline swiftness, displace a beast, and tireless pursuit. Feline swiftness, increase your movement speed by 10% and an additional 20% while in cat form. It's quite nice. Obviously it allows you, when you're not in any form, to move a little bit quicker. But when you're in cat form, you move even faster. So that's quite nice. Before, I think it was just in cat form, you got the movement increase. But now it's out of, or in any form, or not in any form, whatever. You just get 10% movement speed. That's pretty cool. Displace a beast. Teleports the druid up to 20 yards in a random direction, purging all periodic damage effects and providing stealth for 10 seconds. Attacking or taking damage cancels this effect. Using this ability activates cat form. That is quite nice. So say you're healing yourself and you start coming under attack, then you can hit displace a beast. You'll go back into cat form, you'll be stealthed, and then you can open back up on whatever target you want. So that's really nice. In PvP I can see that being huge. That'd be quite nice. It could be good in PvE as well. If you need to heal someone for some reason, it would be a good way of getting straight back into form. And having that stealth obviously allows you to reopen on the target quite nicely with your stealth attacks. So that's pretty cool. And you've got tireless pursuit. Removes all root and snares and increases movement speed by 70% while in cat form for 15 seconds. Does not break prowling. Using this ability activates cat form. So again, another one that removes all movement effects and activates cat form. That's quite cool. And increases movement speed. So basically all of these are to do with movement in some way. And then obviously some of them are getting rid of effects on you. So displacer was dots, and tireless pursuit is snares and stuff. So that's quite nice. They're both really good, or all three of them are good. I'd say it's between displacer beast and tireless pursuit for me. Feline swiftness is okay, but I'd rather be able to get rid of roots or snares or dots, to be honest, than having a little bit of movement speed. In PvE, I'd say feline swiftness is the best, because movement speed allows you to get out of the fire quicker, if you get out of it. Some people don't. But the other two for PvP is quite a hard decision for me. I'd say displace a beast possibly, just although roots and snares can be pretty bad. I'm not sure, it's a difficult one. Anyway, let's move on to level 30. You got Nature's Swiftness, Renewal, and Cenarian Ward. Nature's Swiftness. When activated, your next Cyclone, Entangling Roots, Healing Touch, Hibernate, Nourish, Rebirth, or Regrowth becomes instant, free, and castable in all forms. The healing and duration of the spell is increased by 50%. That's pretty nice. So if you need, obviously, an instant heal, as a whatever, it's a kitty or whatever, you can spam that as a boomkin even, you can hit that. Entangling Roots being an instant, that's quite nice. It'd be a panic button kind of in PvP maybe. They're quite nice. And obviously the healing and duration of the spells is increased as well. So obviously Entangling Roots them for longer. Cyclone puts them in it for longer, and then all the others kind of increases their healing done. So that's quite nice, really nice talent. And you got Renewal. Instantly heals the druid for 30% of the maximum health. Usable in all shapeshift forms. So it's not like, I would compare it to Lay on Hands, but it's not 100%. It's only 30, so it's kind of a mini Lay on Hands in that respect. It's quite nice. It's a good panic button again. Cenarian Ward protects a friendly target, causing any damage taken to heal the target for 2,660 every 2 seconds for 6 seconds. Gaining a healing effect consumes the Cenarian Ward. Usable in all shapeshift forms. Again, so all of them kind of heal. You know, you've got Swift Nature, Swiftness heals, Renewal heals, Cenarian Ward heals. But with Nature Swiftness, you get the choice of whether you heal or you CC something. Renewal is an instant health back for you, and Cenarian Ward is kind of I'd compare it to Earth Shield kind of thing. That's basically what it is. Because when they take damage, they get healed. So it's kind of an Earth Shieldy kind of spell. They're all nice, all really nice. Again, it's quite a hard choice. I'd say Renewal as a panic button would be quite nice. But then again, the instant cyclones and roots and heals from Nature Swiftness are awesome. But as a healer, I'd definitely take Cenarian Ward, because you know, it'd be nice to pop that on the tank every now and then. Be quite nice. So let's move on. Level 45. I don't ever know how to say this. It looks like Fairy Swarm. I'm not sure if that's right. It's F-A-E-R-I-E. I'm guessing it's Fairy, but I don't know. Mass Entanglement and Typhoon. So, Fairy Swarm. Please tell me if I'm saying that wrong, because I've never known how to pronounce that. But yeah, decreases the target's armor by 12% for 5 minutes, and reduces the target's movement speed by 50% for 15 seconds. While affected, the target cannot stealth or turn invisible. Deals 49 damage when cast from bear form. Usable in all shapeshift forms, but incurs a 6-second cooldown while in bear or cat form. So, yeah, because it damages in bear form, obviously there's got to be some sort of cooldown. Otherwise they could just spam it. And obviously in cat form for PvP, it's got to have a cooldown, otherwise you could just spam it and no one would be able to move ever. But yeah, that's quite nice. It looks like a good spell. This talent replaces Fairy Fire, which is obviously the normal armor reduction talent you get, or spell basically. It's quite good. Obviously it still gives the armor reduction, but also reduces movement speed, which isn't hugely helpful in PvE, because most things that you'll be doing that on won't be able to be affected by that. So like bosses and stuff, they won't be affected by movement speed changes. The 49 damage, I don't know if that's, you know, if it's just straight up 49 damage. Obviously it'll be affected by whatever attack power, agility, all that sort of stuff for the bears and the cats. But yeah, it looks pretty nice as a talent. It just adds a little bit more to it. I'd say PvP talent, definitely, not so much PvE. But you know, you never know, depends how much the damage is on it. Maybe tanks could take it, just for a bit of opening DPS, you know. Because normally they've got that button which kind of, you know, you hit it and you don't do any damage. Over time, obviously, the benefit is there because they've got really reduced armor, so you do more damage, but for the most part it's not super helpful. But if it does damage, then, you know, could be a lot better for them anyway. Mass Entanglement. Roots all enemies within 12 yards of the destination for 8 seconds. Damage caused may interrupt the effect, cannot be cast while in bear or cat form. This is basically, is it Hunger and Cold for Death Knights? It's pretty much the same, but obviously with Roots you can still fire spells and stuff, so whereas Hunger and Cold you're actually frozen in a block. But yeah, it's basically the same thing. It's an AoE CC kind of. It's quite nice. If you're being, you know, ganked by a couple of rogues or something, you can pop that, and you know, it'd be quite nice. I'm not sure if that comes under, you know, that Nature Swiftness. It didn't say so, but that'd be quite nice if it did. If you could get an instant Mass Entanglement, that'd be quite nice. But yeah, that again, situational talent. It won't be used all the time, but in PvP I can see it being pretty damn useful, to be honest. Typhoon. Everyone knows what this is. Summons a violent typhoon that strikes targets in front of the caster within 30 yards, knocking them back and dazing them for 6 seconds, usable in all shapeshift forms. Now that it's usable in all shapeshift forms, I can see it being used a lot more. So before, it was only a balance thing. You know, you had to be a boomkin to be able to do Typhoon. But now, you know, I can see little kitties running around. knocking people back, that kind of stuff, then pouncing on them, whatever. That looks quite cool. I can see that working out quite nicely. But it's also really annoying. I hate Typhoon because it knocks back, and especially when you're tanking mobs and you've got a boomkin that keeps typhooning all the time. It says it's part of my rotation. Yeah, I have had that a couple of times. But yeah, anyway, on to level 60. Got Wild Charge, Incarnation, and Force of Nature. Wild Charge grants a movement ability that varies by shapeshift form. So non-shapeshift, fly to an ally's position and your next healing spell costs no mana. So basically, it's like the opposite of that priest spell that pulls them towards you. You basically fly towards them, so that's quite nice. In bear form, charge to an enemy, immobilizing them and granting you 30% haste. That is super nice. 30% haste for a bear. That's obviously use Wild Charge as an opener would be really nice. Into a pack of mobs, so you get that haste reduction. You can spam a few spells and get that that threat built up quite quickly. That'd be quite nice. Moonkin form. Bound backwards and gain 20 lunar or solar energy, whichever is more beneficial to you. So it's basically a disengage for a boomkin. That'd be quite funny to see that. A huge owl like dive backwards. And the fact that it gains solar energy or lunar energy is really nice. So, if you're getting close to that eclipse, you pop this if you need to. And then you can hit eclipse, maybe spam some solar beams. No, not solar beams, rafts. Why did I say solar beams? But yeah, so spam rafts and get that quick kill, or get a huge crit off her. Which one is it? Is it Starfire? I think it's Starfire. Yeah, Starfire. Pretty sure that's what it is. But yeah, or Starfall. It might be Starfall. I get confused. There's so many stars involved in Moonkin. Got Star Surge, Starfire, Starfall. Oh, that's crazy. But yeah, next one, Incarnation. Instant activates a superior shapeshifting form appropriate for your spec for 30 seconds. Example, Feral, King of the Jungle, improved cat form that allows use of all abilities which normally require stealth and allows use of prowl while in combat. So basically, you can use your spells that require stealth at any point in time when you pop this. It's quite nice. And in Resto, Tree of Life form that increases armor by 120% and enhances Life Bloom, Wild Growth, Regrowth, Entangling Roots and Wrath spellcasts. So again, it's a little change from the one now, but it's still really nice. It hasn't got the examples for everything else, like the tanking one and boomkin, but I'm sure they'll come later on and I'll actually say what it does. And the last one you should know, Force of Nature. Summon 3 Treants to assist in the Druid's current combat role. Treant capabilities vary by specialisation usable in all shapeshift forms. So again, this was just a boomkin talent before, but now it can be used in any form and assist. So maybe if you're a resto, they heal people, because it says like the capabilities vary by spec. So obviously with a boomkin and kitty is quite simple, they just hit damage. They might cast spells if you're a boomkin, I don't know, but I'm guessing as a resto they either heal, something like that, I would imagine, because it says it varies, so it can't be the same for everything. That's quite nice. Overall, all 3 are nice talents. I can see Wild Charge being super useful for tanks in PvE and boomkins in PvP. I can see those being really nice. Again, Incarnation, really good for kitties in PvE, and maybe restos as well. It's good in PvE and PvP, I'd say. And then Force of Nature, I'm not sure how that would work. I could see it being quite nice if you've got a heal assist when you're in resto. That'd be quite nice. But yeah, let's move on to 75. Got Demoralizing Roar, Ursol's Vortex, and Bear Hug. So Demoralizing Roar. The Druid roars, disorientating all enemies within 10 yards for 4 seconds. Using this ability, it activates bear form. So you can use it, just running along, hit that, you drop into bear form and you roar. It's quite cool. Obviously only for bears. It's a tanking kind of thing. Probably, I don't know. I don't even know if I'd take that as a tank really. I probably wouldn't, to be honest. I can't really see much use. Maybe PvP a little bit. Some people switch into bears and they're basically unkillable. But there we go. Next one, Ursul's Vortex. Conjure a vortex of wind that pulls all your enemies within 15 yards towards your own location. Usable in all shapeshift forms. So I could see this. Right, picture this. This is what I've built up just from reading these. So you hit Ursul's Vortex as a boomkin. You drag everyone in. You use Mass Entanglement. You root them all. And then you use Wild Charge, I think it was, and jump back. They're all there in a little group, tangled up, and then you just spam them with spells. How awesome would that be? That is like amazing. That's 3 of the talents joined together in a scenario, and it's absolutely awesome. You know, you could pop cooldowns and shit on them. Is it Starfall, the one that spams like stars from the sky? You could hurricane them, all that sort of stuff. It would be absolutely awesome to do that. I mean, this is the first time I've read through these, and I've already come up with that awesome idea. I'll definitely be doing that as a boomkin in PvP. That'd be a lot of fun. Could see a lot of QQ around that if you actually pulled it off. You know, got 3 or 4 people in it and owned them. That'd be quite nice to see. Oh yeah, let's hope that that stays like that and it doesn't change too much. So I can do that when the beta comes out, and I'll be there in PvP with my Ursul's Vortex, Mass Entanglement, and Disengage, or whatever it's called, Wild Charge I think, and then Mass Spam. That'd be quite sick to see that pulled off. If you had 2 boomkins, then you could do it again. That'd be funny. A lot of griefing involved would be that. That'd be quite cool though. Next one, Bear Hug. Melee attack that stuns the target and deals 10% of the druid's health and damage every 1 second for 3 seconds. Effect cancels if the druid moves away, attacks, or takes any other action. Using this ability, it activates bear form. That would be absolutely massive damage. If you're a bear tank, think at the moment you're on what, like 260 odd K? I don't know, I haven't played in about 3 weeks because my computer died, but it's something crazy like that. It's a lot of HP. So if you're doing 10% of that every second, that's like what, 28k a second for 3 seconds. So that's or like over 100. Well, it's not quite 100k damage, but that's pretty damn ridiculous amount of damage. I could see that being super useful. Again, in PvP, that would be ridiculous because you have quite high health pools in that if you're geared. Popping that would, oh god, you'd absolutely wreck someone in new gear with the amazing crits and stuff. I'd imagine it can crit. If it can, that'd be mad. Alright, level 90 finally. Heart of the Wild, Master Shapeshifter and Disentanglement. So, Heart of the Wild dramatically improves the druid's ability to serve combat roles outside of normal spec for 45 seconds. Balance, healing spells generate lunar or solar energy and benefit from lunar and solar eclipse. In addition, grants 50% of intellect as agility, 100% of hit rating as expertise rating, and increases armor by 95% while in bear form. I don't see the point of that, but we're going to carry on reading and then go over it afterwards. Feral grants 50% of agility as intellect, increases hit rating by 100%, and increases armor by 95% while in bear form. In addition, regenerates 2% of maximum mana every 5 seconds. Again, I don't know what this is about. Why would you need to do this? As a balance, why? Yeah, you obviously every now and then you use healing spells. I can see that, but why do you need agility? You don't pop into bear form or whatever as a boomkin, do you? Like ever? I don't know. There might be something else that I'm not getting here. But to me, this seems kind of pointless. Again, Feral grants 50% of agility as intellect. Why? Why? Yeah, maybe again, pop here a little heal every now and then. But for the most part, I really don't understand this talent. But yeah, if you do understand it and there's something I'm missing here, then let me know in the comments below, and I'll read that. I'll try and figure out why that is in the game. That'll probably change. Can't see that being very useful. Right, next one. Master Shapeshifter improves the druid's effectiveness as briefly. Start that again. Improves the druid's effectiveness at what? At briefly switching between forms. Your melee abilities increase your spell damage by 10%, and your non-instant spellcasts increase your attack power by 10%. Both effects stack up to 3 times and last 15%. Each ability used will benefit from one of these effects, consumes one application of that effect. Again, I can see this working a bit better than Hearts of the Wild, because as you're maybe running in as a kitty, you can be I'm guessing if you have the glyph that makes Moonfire hit as you cast it, that could be quite nice. You spam that 3 times, change into your cat form, and then just go nuts, because you've got a buff. That could be quite nice. But again, for the most part, I don't really see how this could be useful. I personally, when I'm a Boomkin, I don't go in and melee. I sit right at the back, spamming from far away. But I don't know, 10% spell damage for going in and swiping a couple of times or whatever. It could be quite good. I could see that working out reasonably well. But again, I'm not too sure about these last 2 talents. We're going to look at the last one, and then we'll wrap it up. Sorry. Right, Disentanglement. Shape-shifting now removes roots. In addition, shifting into a form heals a druid for 20% of maximum health. This heal cannot be received more often than once every 30 seconds. So personally, already, that sounds amazing. Shape-shifting remove roots. Just on its own, that is awesome. In addition, shifting into a form heals a druid for 20%. So if you use this, you're running around, use Disentanglement, and then use, where was it, Renewal, that's automatically 50% of your health back already. That is some ridiculous self-healing you could do there. So Disentanglement, I can see working. I can see myself taking that talent, definitely. That would be really nice. Along with Renewal would be quite awesome, 50% of your HP back. Not quite a, whatever it is, lay on hands, but it's getting there. That's pretty nice, I have to say. Yeah, so that's the Druid talents. There's some weird ones in there, especially in the level 90, but also there's some awesome ones that joined together would actually just wreck face. It would actually do so much damage. So yeah, again, leave a comment below if you can understand Heart of the Wild, because I can't. I don't get that talent at all. But yeah, thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time. Goodbye for now.